In this life, if you can focus on only what is meaningful for you, then you can just focus on what is meaningful for anyone. Then you can focus on the true meaning of being on the airplane at this particular time. Think about a dog. A dog will not stay or sleep in front of a temple with faith alone. Faith is not enough. You need to be able to trust yourself in the first place, to enable yourself to move into the next place. And so everything of the old on this airplane is over and done with, over and done with. It's been catapulted away. Whatever governments are doing at this time should be none of your concern. The only concern you should have right now is moving forward and developing what the airplane or lighter Atlantis is requiring with what the universe is bringing through right now. And that is the true essence, the true beauty that you are. And that is moving into the higher dialogues of the divine. That is moving with those things that are truly meaningful. And if you find these things that can only be found in communion with the divine and your daily alignments and how you conduct your life, adjusting your diet, adjusting your exercises, and that conducts the body in the first levels of light embodiment. And then comes the knowledge, and with knowledge comes purpose, and with purpose comes development of your spirit, and with development of your spirit comes the inner psyche that can be reinstalled in the body, because your spirit, your spark, your source connection has been catapulted out of the body with birthing into soul consciousness, which is pure ego. Everybody has that ego. Everybody needs to move through that ego, that pure emotional body, and that can be done in a short amount of time. We can choose to completely change ourselves in 3 months' time, and that just takes a little bit of effort and daily practices to do so. And what it also offers when moving your spirit back into the body and opening the many eyes of the divines, gives you a new true vision, and that is so individual. There is not one course for everybody on the same level, and therefore all of my online courses are geared towards self-mastering your energy and getting to learn how to work with energy. So if you need more peace, which is the most important energy, peace and balance, because we continuously need to move into those energies, because in order to be able actually to handle the outside forces and dark sources that try to break that light body. And so that spiritual war that is going on will teach you anyways that we need to not only be awake or awakened, but to travel back into the higher levels of spirit consciousness, and that is what I will get you to. So if you need more passion, you will know with what way to work with, and that is moving into the sacred creative energies, that is opening the new gardens of Eden, where there is no debris with the elements, where there's no debris in those the organic construction of the earth. So we continuously clean out our own body from dual consciousness, and thus we clean out the planet, and that can only be done with crystalline grids from the Alpha Omega point into Alpha Centauri, into the entire galaxies and the universal alignments actually. And then you will see, you will reconnect with your spiritual teams that are on the planet, and on the other side of the equation actually, and then that's where the fun begins, because you get one purpose after the other and you give meaning to every purpose, and that is where your passion opens up. And when your passion is opened up, you become more and more and more creative. You will know what to do. You will know why you're triggered to certain learning zones, so to speak, because every single day offers a new learning zone with what is coming true, with what is available. And that means we recalculate the body into a better way, a healthier way of living, and thus we truly need to do that together. You do not stand alone. It is the fusion and the gathering that comes through the Alpha Omega antenna, you purified antenna that has been lost for so many embodiments. So this time around, it's over and done with anything called karma, incarnation. It's either way, you get catapulted on another planet. For this learning zone, you have a chance to do it right here on the planet Earth, because it's moving into light anyways. And so that will no longer allow the dark forces, the monsters of the universe. And there is a whole story behind that. So ever since when these crystalline grids broke, that is when the matrix entered in, created the soul, and broke down your spirit. So it's all about the movement from soul consciousness into pure spirit consciousness, and opening up your self mastery that speaks for itself. So many people are broken down in the throat, which is the obvious center to break down along your immune system, the high heart, your thymus gland that moves in direct connect with your throat, and there it aligns with your brain capacity. So they did that job just to keep your mouth shut. But here I'm talking, I am the voice of evolution, and I will bring the voice back into you, should you be willing to go there all the way and go all the way. Just people struggle too much with these small components, like getting into peace and balance is easy to do, and working just, you know, if you work half an hour in the morning and half an hour at night, that would already be great. So I do 2 hours in the morning and 3 hours at night, because I want to move and I want to know. People want knowledge, and that is exactly the stage where we are at. So big change is coming around, and that is, yeah, we see the removal of supermarkets because of the unhealthy, poisoned food industries. We see the removal of dance businesses because of the false profits they are making. We are seeing the ways of new businesses, and you can be part of that. So new books need to be written, new education should come out for any age, starting age 3. We need to educate young children into their health, into their light embodiment, into their spark self and what it means. So we need to educate it to ourselves in the first place to be able to educate it to them. So there's so much to it, but I can tell you one thing: if today you decide to at least move out of that matrix that is pure slavery, you will know what a celestial spiritual body can do. It keeps you out of the atrocities, the monsters of negativity, and that cannot fuse with you anymore, because your light will reflect it out. And if you become that light embodiment, that grid embodiment, and walk the hood, walk the police stations, walk the schools, and just with your energy fields, you can just detach and cut down the dual cords. And that is what is going to happen in the next 6 months. Because of course these monsters will try new tricks on the mind trick of the soul. Once you understand that it's actually the broken soul, and the soul that is breaking down more and more, and how you can lift yourself back into your spirit, that is where your life will start off. Because there's no life without your spirit, your spark, your source self, and your continual direction, redirection into your passion and that is also with your spiritual and celestial bodies, where you just manifest on the spot. With most people take so many courses like on manifesting, and they think that just the miracles will happen. It will not happen as long as emotions get in the way. And once these emotions, especially fear and depression and all these disorders in the brain that have been created through the birthing in soul consciousness, then you can breathe a million miles, and it's the aerobics in your lungs that are going just like, yeah, they're going to act like laser lights. It's like a flame of laser light that detects dual consciousness, the dual cords, and break them down. And this is actually already happening to the many light workers who knew how to get their body into their spirit, and with the lung opening in the eternal vibrations and immortal lungs. That's where you breathe many miles around you. So here the atrocities that we are seeing, like there is breath work to do, and people breathing like that is, there's nothing more off than that. If you breathe deep, you only hear the sound of the universe, and certainly not your breath. It means your breath just moves and moves and moves. I mean, I'm only taking my second breath right now, you see. Like, it's very silent, but the motor mechanisms of light, they are massive, because they actually override consciousness from one level into the other, and there is non-stop evolutionary knowledge to that. So then your passion opens with light embodiment and the complete change into the celestial universal bodies, where you know what to do exactly at what time. So then, of course, your purpose opens, and you will know how to do with what you need to align, and how your particular team will stream into that. So I hope that that truly makes a bit more sense, and it actually can only make sense when actually doing it and moving into it, and understanding that the whole awakening is only about moving back into your light embodiment from where you came before coming into birth on the planet. That is actually what this whole thing is about. It was meant to be anyway. So I remember myself being like 10, 11, 12 years old. I was looking around the bookshops. All I came across is some books about a chakra, an energy that was so off. Like, it made me angry at that time. Like, I just pulled them away, because I felt it was filled with so much faultness, such nonsense. I couldn't really dig into it. Unless many years later I got my direct connect to my source, my spirit. I developed the many light bodies, that vehicle around me. And today, yeah, I just move with a many axis position that are lighter geared. So we have to invert every axis in the body, including the north and south axes. And so when we do that, you will breathe life versus the evil going on. You will become alive like never before. So yeah, if you have any questions, just shoot. Thank you for being with me, liking, sharing, subscribing, and yeah, helping me to build my channel here. I want to go a long way in the coming 6 months, and because there's coming a culmination is coming around in the month of December with the winter solstice. So we have these 6 months, and everything is lifting up from the month of September on. It's going, the densities are going to be worse, but you in the light body, you are just gonna live in your passion like never before. Just do the work, get out of the resistance, the laziness, all these lower degrees, the fears, because it's actually fear that holds you back and not knowing where to go. And on the other hand, knowledge only grows when you're ready and open to really re-educate yourself. So thank you, love you, take good care, see you next time. Thank you.